This is all the Real Madrid news that came out today. And I'm starting out with this because RFF president Rafael said 2027 UCL final will be in Madrid at the Metropolitano. And also, Toni Kroos has become a shareholder at Sports 360, the sports agency that represented him. He will be offering advices to players and helping them with their careers. And today it came out that Real Madrid and Athletic Club have won the legal battle versus La Liga for the CVC deal. La Liga will now try to appeal. And also today, Dani Carvajal was training on the pitch today. Now, center backs on Real Madrid's radar are Dean, Hato, Konate, Luqueba, and Saliba. Dean is currently the most favored option and the easiest signing due to his €50 million release clause. And also, Yorel Hato is 19 years old, left-footed, and is capable of playing as center back and left back. Real Madrid are interested and are studying the market to find the right target. Like I said, Fabrizio said that Dean has a €50 million release clause for this summer. Movements around the defender have already started. Now, he also did say that Real Madrid are monitoring Dean, but the club are yet to fully decide on whether they'll sign a center back or not. And Jose Felix Diaz is saying that Dean, who is 19 years old, is rising to the top of Real Madrid's defensive target list. And well, if you're enjoying the video so far, just like the video so I know. And also follow if you want to stay updated with Real Madrid news. But a quick summary, Real Madrid have 3 transfer targets this summer. Trent is 99% done. Dean is the top center back target. The club wants him and plans to negotiate his $50 million clause. And Suleiman, the club wants him, but there will be a tight race for him against Arsenal. The club is also considering bringing back Miguel Gutierrez and Nico Paz. Now there has also been news about Eder Militao and Alaba. Eder Militao is not expected to return again this season. Alaba has shown signs of full recovery and wants to be a key player again. Real Madrid have no intention of abandoning them this summer. Now also, Jose Felix Diaz said that Alaba and Militao will stay on next year if they want. Real Madrid aren't going to leave either of them in the lurch, but the role they'll have is another matter. And speaking of David Alaba, he said this when he returned back to Austria. He said, "It's really something special. I'm thrilled to be back on board as a player. I'm very happy and I'm glad to be here, and to be able to help the team. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I've already been able to get minutes in my last few weeks. I feel very good and my development is pointing upwards." But anyways, Fabrizio also said the agreement between Raul Asencio and Real Madrid over a new contract is almost done. Final details to be sorted in the next weeks, but there is zero doubts on both sides. Raul Asencio will sign new deal with Real Madrid. And while speaking of Raul Asencio, he also said some things. They asked him, who has helped you the most in the current squad? He said many, the locker room is very healthy. I spent a lot of time with the Spaniards. And with Fede, Luka Modric, Vinny, and Bellingham. Ramos comparison, they asked? Ramos is a legend, there's no better example. Every player is different, Sergio is great. His legacy will always be there. But I'm Asencio, and I want to build my career. I wish I come close to what he achieved. He was my idol growing up. They asked, how's your relationship with Ancelotti? He said, very good, he's very close to us. That's very important in this kind of locker room. Since I arrived, he's helped me a lot. He helps us youngsters a lot. He's a wonderful person, and as a coach, that's obvious. No need to comment. And they asked about Mbappe. He's a very humble, hardworking, calm, and wonderful person. He has a great sense of humor and a very positive attitude in all situations. And they asked Raul, Rudiger or Puyol? He said Rudiger against Puyol, Pepe, and Upamecano. And also Araujo. Now against Ramos, he said Ramos. And he picked Ramos against Ruben Diaz, Nacho, Van Dijk, Koundé, and also himself. He said today Ramos we'll see in the future. And they asked him, Lamine or Nico Williams? He said Lamine. Then he said Lamine or Rodrigo? He said Rodrigo. He said Rodrigo for Haaland and Rafinha. And then when they asked Rodrigo or Mbappe, he said Mbappe. However, when they asked him Mbappe or Vinny, he said Vinny by career in Madrid. And also Florentino Perez is very happy about Raul Asencio. He's happy to see an academy player breaking through and becoming part of the first team. Now France plays Croatia tomorrow, and Tchouaméni and Camavinga have arrived in Croatia for tomorrow's game. Now Mbappe had a press conference to attend, and he talked about the racist attacks against Wesley Fofana. He said it's pathetic. We keep going around in circles, nothing is changing. We are with him. And he was asked about return to the national team. He said it's great to be back. Most of my teammates here talk to each other all the time. I spent vacation with some of them. It's nice to be here. The situation may not have been clear to the outside, but it was already clear internally. I'm thinking about the 2026 World Cup. We all have to devote all our attention to it. And he was asked about the criticism. I can understand a lot of things. I'm aware of what I do well and what I don't do well. Some things are explicable, others not. I've never had a problem with criticism when it's well-founded. Balón de Oro, they asked. I'm going to ask Luka Modric how to win it. And he said my Croatian teammates. Subastic when I was at Monaco, now I play with Luka Modric. A legendary player. It's a pleasure to play alongside him every day. He always has the same desire to perform. It's a huge honor to be his teammate. We teased each other this week. And well, they asked, Kylian Mbappe on facing Luka Modric tomorrow. He said, yeah, we laughed and teased each other. It's a pleasure to see him again, but he's an important player, so we need to stay focused and careful. The objective is to win. He said that Luka is one of the best of all time. He's not going to play for 20 more years. So we have to enjoy him every day, every game. And Luka is still at the best level, at the top, at the best club in the world. He's the captain. He's our captain. And well, Mbappe and Tchouaméni are expected to start against Croatia. Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, and Kolo Muani in attack. And speaking of Mbappe, he is nominated for La Liga Player of the Month for the third consecutive time. And PSG have not forgotten about Kylian Mbappe's free agent signing. And they want to take revenge by signing one of Real Madrid's academy gems. Carlo Ancelotti said this about Nico Bass. Nico Bass is our player. We are monitoring him very closely. We'll decide what to do at the end of the season. But lastly, Jude Bellingham watching England U21. But anyways, with all that being said, let me know what you guys thought about the news.